Okay, well, it is 2:15, so welcome everyone. Let's go ahead and officially get started with a stretch with a leader today. So we have Becky Fox here with us. Becky, if you wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about your role with Intermountain and then dive into your Live Well moment, that would be great.
Sure. Yeah, I'm so glad to be here today. So I am the new Chief Clinical Information Officer. I've been here about 10 months and have really enjoyed the journey as it's been so far. I'm a nurse by background, and I live in North Carolina and work remotely and then travel around to all the great sites within Intermountain Health. So it's been awesome to be a part of the team and quickly jump into all things informatics. And of course, you heard we're kicking off some, rather large projects. So there's lots of great work ahead. So we're really excited about being able to come together and work on projects and most importantly, having moments like today, because we're probably going to need some, really focus on taking strategies to live well during the next few years as we make some transitions. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here just for a few minutes. And again, thank you so much for having me and come and spend some time with everyone today. And let me just share my screen. Can you see my screen? Everything's good? So as I mentioned, I live in North Carolina, and one of the things that I really love to do is to water ski. And, when I first joined Intermountain, one of the things that as part of the orientation, was really hearing from other leaders about how it's so important to connect with something that you really love to do, something that brings you inspiration and joy, and of course to be outdoors. And so it's been a great experience for me to be a part of Intermountain, because anywhere you travel and see any of our sites, they're surrounded by amazing beauty and the environment. And so it's really exciting to be there. And I really resonated with that whole message of you have to find what you really love in life, and you might not be great at it. You might not be the best person in the whole world, but if you find some passion in it, you really should make sure that you have some part of that as part of your life, and it will bring you a lot of joy. And so I love to water ski. And so the joke in our family is, the older I get, the better I was many, many decades ago. But I do love to water ski and really to kind of even try to take it to a new level. So this is the type of water skiing that we do. I'm a part of a water ski team, and there's a whole group of us that ski together in the Carolinas, but there's also water skiers that I've found all over the world. And so it's been really exciting to be a part of the journey. I got to be in the middle of a pyramid, and those are my two sons that are standing on my top shoulders there. They're much bigger now, but it was really exciting to join a water ski team, to learn some new skills, and to be able to do things with my family. And it's been really exciting. But as I mentioned earlier, my household, I have 3 boys plus a husband, so lots of men in my household. And so I don't always get to spend a lot of time with other women or girls or teenagers. And so as being a part of the water ski team, one of the things I've really found is it's not only that I get to water ski, but I get to connect with other people, and I get to connect and really mentor and be friends and just hang out with girls that understand girl things and really be inspirational to them, and they're just as inspirational to me. So we've actually, on our water ski team, been able to really inspire young girls to go on and be really competitive in athletics. So they've competed in the regional tournaments and national tournaments. And what I find is, even when I spend time talking with them about how they might be able to improve their water ski skills, what I find is they end up giving me a lot of inspiration back. And so it's been really a fun journey to be a part of the water ski community. A few years ago, my girlfriend gave this to me as my sons were getting ready to go to a competition. And I love this T-shirt that I have, that I never dreamed I'd grow up to be a super cool water ski mom, but here I am killing it. And so this is kind of the mantra I have. Some people kind of say, like, aren't you getting a little old to be water skiing anymore? And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep hanging on. I'm just going to take one more lap around the lake, and I might have to, take it a little bit easier tomorrow. I might have to take some ibuprofen maybe over the weekend. But what I want to keep doing is just keep doing that, being part of a community, doing something that I love, spending time with my family, and it's really been a lot of fun. This year we got to go to a national tournament. These are some of our kids there, and some of the kids on the ski team. We kind of pranked some of the families and drew on the cars. But what I found is, just spending time together, doing something that you love outdoors can be really inspirational. This is from a family trip that we had where we took our little John boat and we took some cousins out and we spent the morning on some waterways in Florida. We water skied, but we also spent some time fishing and just spent some time together. So what I would just share with all of you is, Intermountain is such a big focus on finding what you love to do and going out there and killing it. You might not be the best. You might just be trying something for the first time. But if there's something that brings you joy, can bring you together with your family, can help you connect with other people in the community and the world, then by golly, you should run at it really hard and fast and make it a part of your life. And I hope that you'll continue to do that.
Wow, thanks so much, Becky. I love that message. Find what you love to do and do it even if you're not good at it. But I would have to say, you're pretty good at water skiing, so you get the double whammy right there. So how cool is that? So thank you for sharing the Live Well moment with us today. We're going to go ahead and transition into the stretch portion. So you can have your camera on or off, whatever you're comfortable with. There is no pressure either way.
Well, Cammie, I will tell you, these stretches with a leader have been very helpful because there have been a few times, like I've said, where I might not have skied so great, and the stretching comes in really handy. So really do appreciate everyone letting me share my story today.
All right, let's go ahead and get up, and we'll start to move a little bit. So find yourself some space. It's always inspiring to see what our leaders do in their free time. I love it. All right, let's start with just a few deep breaths. We're going to take feet just a little wider than hip width apart. Take a big inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, just hinge from the hips, hands come to the thighs. Go ahead and look towards the ground, and let's do 2 more like that. Big inhale up. Exhale, halfway fold. And 1 more big inhale up. And halfway fold. All right, go ahead and stand all the way up. We're going to take feet just a little closer together. Big inhale, reach the left arm up and over. Nice big side stretch. And then just release, and we're going to just alternate sides. Just move at your own speed. Feel free to hold it a little longer. You may be noticing that there might be a little tightness in those muscles that you weren't aware of because you hadn't been moving for a while. Okay, we'll do 1 more. All right, go ahead and release and take the right foot and just swing it around to the front. And then left hand is going to reach up and over. So a little bit deeper side stretch. See if you can pull your shoulders down away from your ears. And then maybe pull the elbow back a little bit. And then release it. And then we'll take left foot around to the front. Big step. And a right arm comes up and over. Big long side stretch. Pull the shoulders down. Maybe pull the elbow back a little bit more. And then release the arms. Okay, let's take feet together. We're going to step left leg back. And then right arm just comes up, big reach back. Step forward and switch. Warming up as many joints as we can during our short time together. Okay, let's do 1 more. It's our last one. All right, go ahead and step feet together. Let's take feet nice and wide here. Toes pointed forward, and just start to move hips side to side. Just shifting your weight. I'm always surprised how tight some muscles feel. When you haven't moved for a while. Okay, go ahead and hold to this side. And then take your left toes and pull them up. So we're flexing the left foot. Push your hands into your right thigh and then start to shift your weight over towards your left foot. Well, shift your shoulders, not necessarily your weight. I didn't say that quite right. Okay, go ahead and put the foot down. Let's switch sides. Pause for a second and then take those right toes and lift them. And then press hands into your thigh. Shift shoulders over towards the right foot. All right, go ahead and put the foot down. We'll do both hands on thighs and then start to pull yourself all the way back up to standing. Okay, let's bring our feet in together. Take a big inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, fold, hands come to your thighs. We're in a hip hinge. So knees stay soft here. And then you can start to just fold forward a little further. And if you want, you can release your arms down towards your shins. And then maybe your head goes a little further. Then maybe your arm is released all the way towards the floor. And let your head and neck just hang here for a second. Take a big breath. And then start to sway your head, your shoulders side to side. And then plant your hands on your shins and start to walk yourself all the way back up, slowly, so no one's blood pressure drops too much all at once. All right, let's take a big inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, drop the left hand behind your back and grab your elbow. Then push your head back into your left arm. And then if your ribs are flaring out forward, go ahead and pull them in a little bit. Now let's take our right hand and release it behind your back and fingertips move up your back. So fingers are reaching towards each other. And if you're right-handed, this side will probably feel much tighter than the other side when we do it. All right, go ahead and release arms. Let's take a big inhale, reach the arms up and drop the right hand behind your back. Grab the elbow, a little gentle pull, and then push your head back into your arm. And then notice if your ribs are flaring forward, and if so, pull them in a little bit, engaging the core. Then we'll take the left hand, reach it down, and then up your back, fingertips moving towards each other. And then release the arms. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. All right, a few shoulder rolls. And then we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back and then move your hands over towards your right hip. We're just kind of hooking the hands on the hip, or as close to that as it works for you. And then go ahead and take right ear towards right shoulder. Nice little gentle stretch in the neck, and then go ahead and add some head turns, some chin turns. And then keep the chin over by the shoulder and move the chin up and down. And take the head back to the center, and let's switch sides with the hands. Just pressing the palms together. And then we'll take left ear to left shoulder. And then some chin turns. And then chin moves up and down. All right, head comes back to the center. Go ahead and do a few shoulder rolls back. And then some shoulder rolls forward. We're going to switch directions and move down to our feet a little bit. So feet narrow, hip width apart. You can use your hands on hips for stability, and we're just going to rock up on the toes, push the heels in the air, and then rock back on the heels. So we're rocking up and back. So waking up your ankles, your feet. And then maybe switch around where you're putting most of your weight. So maybe shift your weight into the inside, into your big toes for a couple. And then now shift to the outside towards your pinkies. And then kind of right in the middle. Even it all the way out. See if you can even kind of spread your toes a little bit more. All right, let's just do a couple quick leg shakes. And we'll finish with 2 deep breaths. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, halfway fold. And last breath, inhale up. And this time let your hands come back through the center of your chest. All right, that is it. Thank you all for joining today.